for $27.
So I'm just gonna move this to the open forum topic because I wanted to talk about a lot of shit.
What's his go-to?
Yeah, what's your go-to?
Oh God. Right now it's Fallout.
Okay.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fallout.
Yeah. It's Fallout
It
still.
is.
We'll probably
Finally got the
Do some-
alien blaster.
do some
Nice,
like
found the
research.
alien.
Yeah.
There's a mod for the alien blaster where you can convert your ammo into cells. You can use cells in it. Remember
I got
that.
hella cells.
Yeah, because you can't find alien blaster ammo anywhere. So like,
Right.
don't waste it. You can mod your gun to use
awesome.
cells.
Good shit.
So before we end up talking more about Fallout or
Yeah.
something, because it was either
That almost got really
I know.
bad.
Sorry.
We're gonna move to the open forum topic. Like I've always said, the open forum topic is where we talk about everything and anything and everything. And if you want your topic read, by all means, post it below. But yeah, like I was saying, I finished the Game of Thrones Telltale game, and it makes me actually want to watch the show
Yes.
because that was kind of creepy.
I know.
Because the thing is, I went in there blind. I tried watching the show before, a while ago. I acquired the videos. I'll say that. And
You're online right now. You know what we're talking about. We're not stupid.
I watched it. I thought it was like, and then it got to the point where they were talking and then I couldn't understand them because I didn't have subtitles.
Oh.
So it's like, what did he say? I don't understand what's happening. And then it's like, okay.
The one thing I will say about Game of Thrones, as fantastic as that show is, it is fucking hard to follow sometimes because you have
A lot of
you
filler.
have arcing storylines. Like, here's what's going on with the Starks.
Because they're skipping.
Here's the Lannisters. Here's
And
these guys.
I feel like-
here's this family.
I feel like the game helped me with that because that's what they did in the game. Like, you skipped around a lot in the game, which apparently, now that I know it's like the show, it skipped around a lot. Like, you were first, like, actually part of, like, so-and-so, and then you moved to this guy that's over here by the wall, and then you're back in King's Landing, and then you're back at the house, and then you're somewhere the fuck else, and it's like, okay, cool. And, like, it started getting annoying towards the end because it's like, I just want to really follow this one storyline because this is really interesting, but it all tied together, which was
Okay.
kind of cool. So that's what I'm going into the show expecting, that all these stories that they're going to be telling me are going to somehow tie together, and it's not going to be just
Tyrion-
complete nonsense.
Tyrion is in the show.
Yeah.
He's like a pivotal character.
And see, that's the thing.
Dinkles-
Like, I didn't
Dinkle-
ask.
Dinklebot.
Yeah, Dinklebot.
Dinglebot?
Yeah.
Dinklebot. The short dude.
I haven't seen it.
But no, I'm
Oh,
saying in Destiny, the old guy.
Oh, okay,
the,
yeah.
The first
Yeah.
ghost. Yeah,
Dinklebot, yeah.
he's in the Game of Thrones.
That's Peter Dinklage, and he's
and
in
shit.
you know,
Game of
he actually
Thrones.
did good in the Game of Thrones.
Well, he can't voice act, but he's phenomenal in Game of Thrones.
Because
can't
he was
voice act
fantastic in
shit.
the game. In the
Was
game,
he?
Game of Thrones, yeah.
Is it Peter Dinklage?
Yeah, it's actually him.
Oh shit!
Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. He actually did really good in the Telltale game.
I'm gonna go home and play it.
It's fun. Like, I'm glad I picked it up for $5 when it was on sale.
Yeah,
Um,
the whole collection, the whole Telltale collection was like $27.
And then I can actually finally finish the Tales of the Borderlands. I'm excited to try it because that one was a funny fucking game from what I played a little bit. But yeah, like, I'm going into the show now expecting all these arcs to connect, which I know they probably won't for a long, long time. And then obviously playing the game, I've seen some things. Because,
things, man.
well, just because it's, I think it's based off between season 4 and around season 4.
Okay.
Because some shit happened.
Yeah. Huh.
A king kind of got killed. Certain boy king.
Oh, huh. Yeah.
And
I heard that was a lot more gruesome in the book, like the way they described his death.
oh, I didn't see the death. I just knew he died. Like, I'm just like, okay. Well, I'm like, Joffrey. Like, I remember that. Oops. I remember that name, and fuck it. I remember that name, and
Asshole.
in the show.
Asshole. He's terrible. He's the most hated TV
Yeah.
character of all time. You will never hate another character.
Like, really,
as much as him.
I seen him in the show like a couple times, and I'm like, man, I hate this kid.
Oh
And then
my
it's
god.
like, cool, like, I'm playing the game, like, okay, they keep saying his name, but then you never see him in the game, and then it goes to the part where, he did get, and they don't show him either. And I'm like, okay, what the fuck happened? I'm pretty sure that's a show part, and they're not gonna show me that
Okay.
because it was more focused
Yeah.
on the game made up family, which I hope that they somehow include into the show because I'm really curious what's going to happen because it ended on a big cliffhanger. If they're going to continue the game or they're going to include them into the story, because I have a lot of questions because I don't watch Game of Thrones, so I'm like, okay, is this part of the show
I
or
have
not?
questions after each episode of that fucking show. Oh my god, it's funny. Like you'll have questions at the end of the show, and then when they do recaps, you're like, they do the recap of the last episode and the next episode you watch. You're like, oh, okay.
Well, there's parts in the game that I'm like, okay, if this is actually going to be in the show, this is going to be kind of cool. Because they went to, I'm just going to say the phrase and tell me if you know it. North Grove.
Wait, what was North Grove like?
Like past the wall in the North Grove.
Oh god, yeah.
Okay, so
Well,
that's
they're
in
not.
The game. I mean, that's the show.
They went. I mean, they go. People. There are people who go past the wall in the show.
But they don't reference it as the North Grove.
I think they do.
Okay.
It's so there's so many things. There's
it-
so many
that's-
words thrown around in that show.
In that game, it was kind of really heavily like that was a good influence in the game.
Okay.
So.
Everything.
Because then that's the thing, I don't want to ruin the game either.
That's
so.
like the big thing. That's like one of the biggest plot points of the show. Is like, oh my god, beyond the wall, nightmarish stuff, White Walkers.
Like, I want to know how the wall got built.
Is it just ice? Like,
Yeah, it's just ice.
It's just like a ice
It's just
formation.
a huge ass ice wall.
Yeah. It's weird.
It
I don't
is
know.
weird. And it's like,
I don't know.
okay, and then it's like, really they can't get around the wall? They can't just go around?
It
Because
would
the
probably
way the
take
way the
them-
map is, though, it's like you got the big ass ice wall, and then you got like a little lake or river right here, and then you got big ass ocean on the other side. I mean, they're like dead zombie things. They can't just pull like the Day of the Dead and walk through the water because they
don't know.
can't drown. I don't think.
I don't know. They might not like water because there's a thing in season 5, and it's a
Seriously?
thing, and it's a thing. They might not like water.
They don't like water.
I don't. Well, no, I'm not. They didn't have a big reaction to it or anything. They just didn't do anything about people leaving an area.
Huh.
So
Well, so I guess
season
that's-
5 was really slow, but they built up for what is probably going to be one of the craziest seasons of a TV show ever.
Well, I guess I
for season
have
6.
stuff to look forward to in the beginning ones. Because I've seen dragons
Yeah,
in the game.
the dragons, they just keep getting bigger and bigger.
Oh yeah,
and
I know.
bigger.
In the game, I know. I'll just say that. I'm like, oh, I remember in the show that I watched, there was no dragons. What's going on? Like,
Right.
but
Damn.
and then Star Wars comes out.
Oh my
this
god,
week.
this week, I'm not gonna go see it right away.
I got it. I got tickets for Friday morning.
Did you really?
I've got no
Take
desire
pictures.
to see it.
Friday morning, I got tickets to go see it.
Take pictures. I wonder how many screens are gonna play it on. 3.
I hope that it's not busy in the morning. That's why I picked the morning. Just so like,
Oh, it's,
Yeah.
it's gonna be stupid no matter what.
well, just so there's not a whole bunch of little kids.
Oh
and,
well,
you
that's
know.
true.
Well, yeah, because they'll be in school. And shit,
Exactly.
So good thinking.
Yeah.
Good thinking. Yeah, yeah. I don't know. I want to go see it. I'll probably. I mean, I'm gonna go see it within the first week it's out.
I had to. I had to. This was the first time I actually like pre-bought tickets.
I've never pre-bought tickets for a movie.
Yeah, when they
I
had
don't
the whole like
think-
pre-order the ticket things. That was the first time I ever did it.
You know, no. I think I pre-bought tickets for the Avengers. I was really excited.
Oh my
and
god!
it
Did you
not
guys
disappoint.
see Independence Day 2 trailer?
I didn't see it yet, but we were talking about it earlier.
It
I
was
didn't see
during-
it.
I haven't got to see it.
It was during when I was watching the Browns and 49ers game. I bet you Mike was pissed.
Oh,
Yeah.
But
extremely.
Who expected that? I mean, come
I'm sitting there
on.
watching. I'm like, what fucking team is this?
Nobody expected that.
And yeah, and then like commercials go on, and I'm like, what's this movie? Like they're making it. It acted like a big deal because they just pushed this trailer, like snuck it in there during the fucking football, and I'm sitting there watching. I'm like, what is this? And then you see Jeff Goldblum, and I'm like,
Yeah,
and
Jeff
I'm thinking, I'm like,
Goldblum.
okay, this is either like Jurassic Park or like something else, and then it's
You
just
were ready
like,
for Jurassic Park.
well, I don't know, I just
Yeah.
like I didn't really think about, because I knew the movie was being made and it was already been made,
Yeah.
but I didn't think that there's gonna be a trailer already.
Right.
And as all of a sudden, like he's like,
That's sad.
they like,
Creeped up on us.
they came out of this, and then we've been taking their technology and we've come back. I'll show you guys the trailer after this, but it's just like, and then like they showed it, and I'm like, oh my god, this is Independence Day 2. Are you serious? And it looks so fucking good.
Yeah.
Like
that
I'm like,
speech,
oh my god,
the president's
Yes.
speech from the first movie
was back.
It was back. They did say
Because when he started saying, I'm like, oh my god, this is Independence Day.
that's the speech. That's the speech.
That's the thing. I'm like, oh my god, this is it. I'm like, this looks so fucking cool. And it's like so epic. It's like what they probably wanted the first one to be, but without all the technology
Right.
Yeah.
that we have now. So it's like, this big ass giant fucking like UFO and all this shit. I'm like, oh my god, this is cool. But man, there was so many memories watching that first one. Like Jesus,
How long ago was that?
that was a long time ago. I remember because we were little kids back then when that movie came out.
It was 1997.
Yeah.
Was it 97?
I think
And
it was.
me and my one next door neighbor, like, because we were like watching that movie all the fucking time, and then we would just do stupid shit. Like we would have our bikes and we would pretend to be like fighter jets, and like we would actually say phrases from the show, like from the movie, like pretending to shoot down fucking like the UFOs and shit.
It'll be a
When
child
like Will
again.
Smith was like be like, oh, TIE Fighter 1, like standing by, like, oh, you're going to shoot him, and then it was like, oh, okay, cool. We're riding our bikes, like just pretending to shoot shit.
I think it came out the same year Good Burger did.
God, good burger.
Good burger. Oh my god.
Did you watch that when they had him come back and
On
they all
Saturday
did
Night
it?
Live?
Yeah.
Oh, God, amazing.
That was amazing.
Love
I was
it,
so
man.
happy, I almost teared up because it's like, oh my
This is
god,
so
this
great.
Is
Man, and I'm so glad it's back on TV.
yeah.
So glad. Thank you.
Thank you, Nickelodeon.
Yes. I think it was Teen Nick. Is that what it is?
I think it's called Teen. No, that was what
The
it
new?
used to call.
You mean the new one?
like
the new?
Splash
Yeah,
or-
Splat.
Splat?
The
Splat,
new one that's got
whatever.
all the '90s stuff on it.
Yes.
Cat
Fucking
Dog's
amazing.
back.
Thank you.
Cat Dog.
Jesus.
Like
That one's not as old, but it's still
Like,
it's still in the
still-
same vein.
It's still in the same vein.
It's
yeah.
got
Still
some good
crazy
run
good.
Because it was
Keenan
during
and
that
Kel
time.
and some all of that.
See,
And some fucking Doug.
I'm cool because I
Yeah.
have
Doug.
Keenan and Kel all on my my computer. Have all the seasons on there. I'm cool.
Who loves orange soda?
Kel loves orange soda.
Is it true?
hmm
I do. I do.
Yes.
That was my shit, dude. Oh my god. Stickly. Remember that motherfucker?
Oh,
Stick
God.
Stickly.
Speaking
the
of
popsicle stick.
Yes.
old 90s shit.
Yes. Yes. Represent.
Conway. Oh, I'm like looking the other
Uh,
way.
yeah.
Conway. 90s.
That'll be D2.
Yep. Actually, no, he had to see during the first one at the end, remember?
I know, but not that jersey.
But not the jersey.
The jersey came in D2. Thank you, Iceland, for letting us beat you. That was probably one of the greatest movie series.
Yeah, now I want to rewatch it again.
Yeah, who doesn't? Except for D3.
I
D3 was like
don't talk shit about D3. It was in its own thing, but it was
D3
good.
was probably the worst of them.
But it wasn't bad.
D2 was the best.
Okay, so yes, it goes D2, D1, D3, but it wasn't bad.
No, I'm not saying it was terrible. I'm just saying it was the worst of the three. Meaning that the first two were
Had its
fucking
flaws.
It
amazing.
had its flaws, but I loved. They didn't have the coach in there for too long, which was kind of sad.
Emilio.
But it was still good though. Like I always loved the.
I
I
know,
loved the
but
college
like, I
aspect.
like Jans and I like Hans. And
I mean, I like
stuffing
the-
eggs and shit.
But I like the whole new people they added in D3 too. Fucking the cowboy guy. Like, like, and he was fucking like.
He was in D2.
Was he in D2?
Dwayne Robinson? Yes, he was from Dallas, Texas. He was like, remember, because when the roosters are crowing and cows are spinning in circles in the pastures,
Yes.
ducks fly together.
God,
Sorry,
well,
guys.
what? Who did they add in D3?
Who'd they add in D3?
Because it seemed like
Nobody.
he had. I thought
Nobody.
they did.
No.
No.
Because Banks went varsity. That's who they lost. They lost Banks.
But they acquired somebody.
Dean Portman, because he had a scholarship lying around his apartment, and his
Right.
attorney thought he should sign
so
it.
funny. He just comes in. It's like, hey, look, guys.
Right.
God, I want
Dance
to watch that
classes,
movie
Tom.
again.
Dance
now.
classes. The fuck, I love those movies so much. Oh my god.
I need to watch it again.
Oh my god. Although, like, there are a lot of flaws within the movie. I wish they would have kept more of the original cast. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like what happened to Carp?
Yeah. He
Timmy
just
and-
kind of disappeared.
Timmy and Tammy Duncan. Where are they?
They
what
just disappeared.
happened?
They just fell off. They made no reference to
Mark,
him that much
Mark,
either.
that little midget kid. Where did he go? What happened? Did you suck? Did you get kidnapped?
Yeah.
Did we get Ken Wu from San Francisco?
God, Ken Wu.
Ken-
Was that the kid that couldn't stop?
No, that was Luis Mendoza from Miami, Florida.
Okay, yeah.
And Julie the Cat Gaffney from Bangor,
He
Maine.
was pretty badass.
I know.
I just remember in the it was in 3 when she's like sitting there goaltending and nobody's like coming at her because
Yes.
she's defending
Yeah,
so
she's
well.
like,
It's
I'm
"Da,
so
da, da."
bored. And then she gets up 8 fucking goals.
She's sitting there you're like, I'm so bored. Nothing to do.
Oh my god.
I love that movie.
Like, who else did they lose off of that? Off the first one. What about Jesse Hall? Your twin brother's absent from the second movie? What
That's
the fuck
true.
happened there?
That's very
What
true.
happened? I want answers. I'm sorry.
He's
Yeah.
watched
Sorry,
this
guys.
recently too.
Okay.
I have not. It's
Oh.
been about 3 months at least.
Okay.
That's still
Si-
recent.
since they took it off, since they took it off Netflix, and I got pissed
I
off.
know.
They did. Yeah.
Dude, we should do a show just dedicated to Mighty Ducks. I have so many issues and so many comments about it.
Well, we should do a show about Mighty Ducks while playing a hockey game.
Deal. But can we make it a custom team to give it like?
Yeah.
Oh fuck yes.
Well, I mean, we can play as the Ducks, but then have the jersey.
Man, too bad you couldn't do like the knuckle puck in the games.
Or we would just make a custom team
Or
and then
full
actually have
reads.
all the names,
The Ducks.
all the
okay.
Ducks.
Just want full
Oh my
read
god,
Snapchat.
that's the thing. We make a team and have all the like casts names. We'll have Conway. Yeah, we'll have everybody.
Even Banks, even
Even
if he
Banks.
is a cake eater.
So that's been it for Leviathan Gamescast. I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to subscribe below. Throw us a couple likes. Also, visit our Patreon page. Throw us a couple dollars if you want the video early or a couple shout outs on the show. Until next time, have a great one.
Bye.